Today's a new day. Give thanks a lot. Today's a new day. Give thanks a lot. Hey, my people. Today's a new day. Give thanks a lot. Today's a new day. Give thanks a lot. Hey, everybody. How are you? Hello, guys. Look, I'm in my grandmother plot. I'm in my grandmother plot right now. I'm in my grandmother plot, guys. How are you guys doing? Oh, I just came back home. Today is a new day. Give thanks to life. Today is a new day. Give thanks to life. Today is a new day. Hi, Joshy Angels, Homeless Outreach. How are you? Greetings. We just came back home, guys. Yeah. I got up early this morning. Well, not so early, but I got up so early this morning and I was able to run out the house and came back real quick. Well, everything I do is around the block. Around the block. You know, when you do stuff around the block, where you going? Tell me where you going. You going where? You're going in your room to do what? Huh? You going out the room? Okay, go. What are you gonna do out the room? I come in family. What you gonna do out the room? Huh? Oh wow, they're putting up more rules. Today is a new day. We are giving thanks to life, people. We wake up. We giving thanks, baby. We wake up. What you doing? Oh. Today is a new day. Give thanks to life. Today is a new. Thank you so much, Joshy Angel Homeless Outreach. You know, any day God bless my life, I will. Because I think you do some non-profit thing. One day, God bless me, I will be able to can donate to your organization. You on break? Yes, guys. So look, he gonna tell me to move my ring light out the way. How you doing? Yeah, you finished your class? Where you going? So one is on break, one is in school. So the next one gonna be out next week, which is the one that do homeschool now. You on break? Yeah, so yesterday I wasn't feeling well yesterday, family. I don't know what was going on. But we nevertheless we got up today. We feel much better today and everything. So that's good. That's good. We feel better today because I'm telling you, I don't know what was going on with your girl yesterday. Your girl was not feeling well at all. At all, she's not feeling well. But I blend that juice yesterday, that beet juice and everything yesterday. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hmm? That's Papa. I didn't wet it up. No, it gotta be you. You gonna ask me who wet it up? Yes, my dear. Yes. Where you going with that? I have my ring light and I can't even put it comfortable because they're in the way. But I got me some. That juice I blend yesterday, it was done in no second. I make sure I drink it up yesterday and everything. Because I've been working all over the week. No, you can't put it there. You're going to mash the battery pack. So I'm using the battery pack to charge the ring light. So they want to mess it up.
Mom, give me the rainbow.
Some rainbow?
Yeah.
I can't get no rainbow. I'm using it. Check what time you gotta go back into class. So we wash our hair, family. I'm so happy. Get our hair washed. Go dry.
My hair.
Yes, I want. Look, the yogurt on you. Huh? Yeah. And then yesterday I was doing a lot of research yesterday, family. I was doing some research yesterday and helping my son with some work yesterday. But I gotta go back and do some more research again today because I'm trying to do something.
Hey, Mom, what is this?
Trying to do change. to do something else. That's what I'm trying to do something else.
Expansion of online voter registration, secure
And
voter registration, absent electric.
I'm thinking about.
Returns for active duty service members.
So I have to do
as well
research.
as
Where you going?
firearm ban on
Come sit
Michigan
right here.
voting
So I have to be
sites.
doing a bunch of research. I'm like, so I have to be constant doing a lot of reading in the background. So I jot me down some information, but I gotta go create this stuff to see how it's gonna work. How much minute more you have left for your class?
Alright. And then it gets down further. 6. And then.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, who? Oh, family, I used that thing yesterday and take a shower. I'm here. What? You remember that thing I was telling you guys about that I saw it and I never used it before? I used it yesterday, last night, and they say you take a shower with it in the night or in the morning. And family, when I tell you I did not regret for a second. It was so refreshing, and then the minty scent that it had, you could tell it was just going through your pores and everything. It was so smooth on the skin. What game? No, I had it in the bottom part. It was so up to this morning when I got up. I'm like, oh, I feel so fresh. I'm like, yes, I love it. And it was only $1.50 for it too, family. It was only $1.50. I was like, wow, it was so good. Like, remember that thing I had bought the time? I don't remember how many I remember it, and I had bought it called deep cleaning, whatever, where you clean your skin and you don't use no soap. But that thing you put is like a body mask or something, but it's so subtle. But they have the minty taste, and you put it on. At first, when you put it on, you're like, ugh. But then after that, it gives you that earthly smell. I'm like, wow. And then you make your skin so smooth. I'm like, okay. And it do work too, family. It do work, because then, okay, you look at the one and say, okay, all right, that's how it works. It really deep cleans you. It's like you have a mask and you use it to scrub your face. So it did work, family. It did work. I only use it one time, but you could just feel it. And then your body, just your whole skin. I'm like, okay. Because I got up this morning and all I had to do was just put some lotion on my skin. I didn't even have to. But then I put some lotion for because I was running out. So I just used some lotion. But we're giving thanks to life, family. Things could be worse, but it's not. So we're giving God thanks, So many things could have been worse. So we're giving thanks, giving thanks. A lot be happening behind the scenes, But I'm a person like this. I like to find solution, because if I'm just gonna come and tell you, oh, a lot been happening and it's happening in the wrong way and everything, but then I have no solution, then I'm still in there same way, what I mean? So I'm finding solutions. So that's why I'm doing some research and everything to get some stuff. Oh, yeah. That TV is at 15 and it's so loud. Can you imagine 100? What I mean? So yes, we're giving God thanks, family. It could be worse. I'm telling you, it could be worse. I can't see it. Shadow Scout, sweet, how are you? Greetings, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. How you doing? How is everybody? And just here, hanging on up in here, taking the rough patches from off the camera behind the scene. Taking it one day at a time and trying to probably slow too far. Trying to find a solution, Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shadow Scout, sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. And then I got my braid, so I think this week I was going too hard at the work. So I'm wondering, because yesterday, literally, I just remember I take 2 steps back, and then I just blacked out quick and just come right back. And I was wondering, what is going on? And then, because after I had baby, I lost a lot of blood, but they didn't give me no blood because they said my hemoglobin was good. So I have to constantly replenish my body. Because if I don't do that, then I have a certain time where my body just starts. I don't even know what to say. If you're not generating enough, then it does. So I have to be constantly working. But you say, okay, I'm doing pretty good. Yes, yes. That's all we can do. We're alive and well, so we gotta be doing pretty good, regardless of the obstacles. Because behind the scene, I'm just looking at, okay, I could do this. Okay, I could do that. I'm looking at so many things, but looking at it is one thing, but doing it is another thing. You know what I mean? Could be looking. I'm looking at. It's like when you have that ability to challenge your ability to hop into this market, hop into that market, jump into this job, jump into that one because you have knowledge of everything. But then at the same time, you're trying to just figure out what is it exactly that you really want to, that I would really want to do per se. Yes, I have a qualification, but then what about if you don't want to do that, but you want to do something else, to where you can create your own jobs, or not, even if you don't create your own job, you create your own product. Well, that's still creating job, because sooner or later, you might be a one-man band creating the job, but then sooner or later your brand. So there are so many things I'm looking into. And I guess when you're well rounded, you have too much at your plate. You know what I mean? When you're so well rounded, I'm so old. They said these kids, I put the chair out here, and these kids tear them up. We don't have no outdoors in our family, so we have to use the put the chairs in here like they're indoor chairs, but they're not indoor chairs. You know. But greetings to everyone, and I want to say, don't give up, don't give up, no matter how hard it is. Sometimes it's not easy, but the other day when I see God gave me that strength, because that was a strength that was well needed, family. When I mean well needed, it was really needed. And when I saw how He gave me that inner strength to get up and to challenge the thing that was just around me, that I constantly looked at and telling myself, oh, I'm going to get at it, oh, I'm going to get at it. I never get at it. But when He finally gave me that strength, even though I guess I think I overworked myself, within get in your class, 15 minutes almost done. I wish when I was growing up, I had opportunity to stay at home and go to school. To go to class. Next week you're on your break. Yeah. But we have to tackle this week work so you can get next week freedom. Even though there is no freedom, because they're going to have the same. I don't know what kind of break that. When you get break, you're not supposed to have nothing to do. Break mean you break, you know what I mean? Leave that alone. Move your bike. So when I see I got so many, you got so many things to do, and it's like, wow. Wow. What's up? And then these little one here, they be helping. And then when I look yesterday, 57 seconds left.
Huh? Yeah, there's 57.
No, not 50, 70. You have 5 minutes and 7 seconds left.
No, they're gonna sit on 5.0.
It's not point. That is semicolon. What?
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Ain't you eat already?
Hey, Mom, what? Why do you put diamond in there?
It come with it.
What, Mom? Go ahead, sure. What is that? Have an intro, Mom?
Yeah. And just ensure me that you're going to do your work so I can keep giving you ensure. Huh?
I see color.
What?
Color.
You want to see the color?
Yeah.
It's a touch screen. Where is the touch? See there. See there. Leave it.
Oh my.
You want what? Don't touch it. Don't plug the heat in. You just can watch the colors. That's all.
Whoa.
Is that the strawberry one?
Yeah.
You guys drank the whole of the vanilla one off yesterday. What do you think this is? A replacement of food?
I love the strawberry.
Yeah, but you only drink one a day.
And
You
I
drink 3, 4 like it's a way if you just say, oh, I don't have to eat. You
looks
need
like-
solid food to grow.
If I drink this, now I'll get healthier. That's why I need.
Get what healthy? You eat good food, blend up
This
the
is
juice and everything.
healthy. Strawberry is healthy, boy. Look. Even wild.
You better enjoy your mama while you have work and enjoy the cooking, because when you grow older and you by yourself and you gotta work and you gotta take care of your family, you're gonna say, man, I wish my mom was still here cooking me a pot of food. You know, we all know that too well. My mom is still alive, but I wish she was right here with me, where I could say, yes, mommy cooking, and I can go to work and do all this because mama in the kitchen cooking. I don't got that. My mom is alive, but she's not here.
Statue of Liberty.
You're who?
Statue of Liberty.
You're a Statue of Liberty?
Yep.
Okay, what do you know about Statue of Liberty?
Hey!
I'm listening.
What? Why did you do that, my cocoa melon? Cocoa melon. Hey. Mom, what? Green.
All right, Jaden, get back in your class now.
Okay.
Because you will do
Jaden,
anything
come
to
right
distract.
here.
I don't. Then family, I was running because I had a function today, right? Let me see if anybody say anything because I can't see from here. Okay. I can't really see anything from here. I was running to a function not much long, right? That's why you see me in my suit here. And when I put this on, my son said, Mama, you look nice in that outfit. I said, thank you, son. Then I went downstairs, right? Just the way I am. Sit down in the chair right here. No practice sitting nobody lap. Not even your mama lap. Sit down over there. No practice sitting nobody lap. Got it? Sit in your own chair. Same way you have your own plate, you have your own chair. Sit down. Not sitting nobody lap. So I went downstairs, saw the sun earlier through the window. So me don't check the weather or anything. I just walk out the house, go downstairs. When I go downstairs, the cold hit me. I'm like, you know what? I'm not turning back today. Because then I've been in the house yesterday and I wasn't feeling well. So I just, I just said to myself, I'm going to tough this out because the cold is not as cold. But I said, I'm not going back upstairs. So you know what I did? I kept going because I said I need that well cold breeze on me to kind of keep me warm and remind me, because sometimes we need like a coldness to remind us that, hey, wake up, what you doing? You know what I mean? Wake up. I'm telling you. Are they counting down now? So I'm doing some marketing research. I'm doing a lot of research on a lot of stuff because I have so many ideas, family. If you know when you have that creative mind. But it's not just, you don't want to just have a creative mind. You want to have it out there. You know what I mean? You want to have it like, even if it's not hard copy, you would still want to have it soft copy, digital or something. You know what I mean? So I don't just want to have the ideas and just not doing anything with them. So I've been thinking about so many things, guys. But now I'm doing some research to find out how can I tie in all those ideas that are coming. How can I put them to use? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not about it's not about the money. It's just to know so you have something concrete. Because if I have something solid and concrete, I can always pitch my idea to somebody. You know what I mean? Like a company or anything that willing to go the route with me. But then if it's just ideas, it's just naked ideas and you don't have no proposal, you don't have anything pitched, then it's just empty. So I don't want to have those just empty ideas, I want it to be out there where I can say, yes, this is what I envision. This is what I picture. This is what I envision, and I want to be on that mission. You know what I mean? I want to be there. Because it's good to have a wild, creative imagination, but then if you can execute it from extract it, if you can extract it to make it into something, then it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? It will be harder. So I don't want to just have the wild imagination, the wild creativity. It's good to have those mind frame. At least it's something that you want to uplift yourself with. But then when you look and realize that you're not using it, you will lose it. You know what I mean? You will definitely lose it. You know? Lisa's got style. How are you? How are you? Greetings to everyone. Manners, love, and respect. How are you doing? You know, so I'm thinking, I'm thinking about it, and also now I start to jot down things a little bit more so that I can say yes. Yes. Because right now I have two solid ideas that I know definitely for sure will work, but I just gotta extract them from up here. You know, like you have some orange or some fruits, and you say you need to extract them to get them into juice, or you say you're doing good, good. You just want to extract them, to make some drink. But if you're not, what's that?
Bubblegum.
Spell bubblegum. Spell bubblegum. I don't got no.
Right here.
I don't got no more. So when you find out where I take my stuff from, I had to replace it. Yes, so greetings, man, to everyone. So I got two solid ideas that I know I can use, and they can also use interchangeable. They can also use interchangeable. So I just have to do the research. So that's what I'm doing now, doing the research, and then trying to get my son out the way because he have a lot of work. Because the goal last week was for him to help him finish up on Friday and Saturday, and then everything would have done. Because then it would take me a few hours, you know. So yes, so I'm thinking about how to get those ideas out there to extract them from the brain. It's like you find a place that you can go and get mineral, but you want to find out how can you get it. You know what I mean? It's all about how can you get it. Yes, so how can you get it? So greetings, manners of our respect to everybody. So I'm thinking about that. Because I'm looking at myself and I'm telling myself, you know what? I'm not getting a day younger. If I was getting a day younger, then I would say chop chop, yeah, yeah. But then every time I look, I'm getting a day old. I'm getting a month older, a year older. So it's so much that is coming down, and then I'm not in the young range. So there is so much that is crumbling down now that is like, what am I doing? Am I wasting my time? Do I just have all these knowledge or these ideas just to have them? Because then they become decoration to me. Just to have something, just to have it. They're like decoration. They're just there. No plans of moving them, no plans of putting them here, no plans of rearranging them. So it just let me start to think, because I know that one of the greatest thing in life is to start. And one of the greatest thing to start life is the challenge. The challenge that comes with starting. The fear. I'm not afraid of taking a risk, but it's just the fear of challenging yourself to say, I can do it. Because sometimes you can do it, but then at the same time you have this gut feeling that telling you, hold on. Wait a little longer, and then sometimes you listen to those, wait a little longer, And then by the time you ready to start now, you realize you're out the game. You know, you no longer can do this, or something else come and just give you a 360 quick and fast, and then all that you wanted to accomplish now have to really at this point push to the back burner. You know, so I was just looking, and then I have two young boys. I have an idea for them when they get a little older, you know. But in order for me to get their plan that I have for them out, I have to be able to get my plan out there so that I can be able to market myself in a way that I can help them, and not just help them but help other young people out there and have the ideas like me, and they probably be out there thinking like, what am I doing? I have a creative mind. But yes, you have a creative mind, chop chop, kudos. But then the other part of it is, how do I extract those information that is coming to me in my thoughts, in my mind? And sometimes they come and they give you a full on package. All you have to do is just to execute it. How do I do all of that? Because sometimes you might not have that wherewithal to do all of that. You know, it's like a man who's a visionary and everything, but then he's not the artist. You know, it's like somebody who writes a book, but he can't draw. So he want to find somebody who can draw to make the illustration while they telling the story. You know what I mean? I have the vision, but then I need to pitch these things so that when I take it to somebody and I say, hey, look, I want to create this thing for me, or I want you to do this for me. They need something solid to see what I got. They don't just need to see me with someone and say, hey, do this. They don't know what to do. They probably have an idea of what to do, but then they don't want to put themselves in something, and then next thing you hear, I complain and say, oh, but it's mine. Why are you taking my stuff? You know what I mean? So I want to be able to get these things out correctly. And that's why I'm in the process of doing a lot of research. And I love to do research. But I don't just want to sit and just do research. I want to put it to practice. Because I realize that when I get ideas, if I don't put it to practice, I jot it down. Now I jot the things out, I start date it. Even if it's just a bullet point, I start to put a date behind it. So that means if let's say next 2 months I decide to run with the idea, then I can say, yes, I had this idea from last month or 2 weeks ago. So it's not just something that just come up and pop up. You know what I mean? It's something that was in the making. You know, it just didn't happen at that time. Because I'm not getting younger, and I got two boys, and with so many things happening, you know, right? Not just within where I'm at, but just right around the world. So many things are happening. What can I do as a mother to leave a legacy so that my children won't, even if they struggle, it must be on themselves. You know, not utilizing what I would have passed on to them. You see what I'm saying? So I want to be able to create that foundation, because I know I have the ability to create that foundation. I know I have that ability. You know, there's other factors when you look at having the ability to create something. You're looking at you know, the location, the finances, so many things, the infrastructure, how the design, the this, you know, so many other things. But you know, you just start. And I realized that having the idea would be the first thing to plan the stuff. And then when you once you have all of that, and if you have good banks, or so you can even go to them, you know what I mean? So there's so many things. And I know it's not impossible. I know it's possible. But sometimes when you don't start something, anybody who know, even if you didn't have something before and you say, yo, I want to do this, I want to do this. But you never start. So that's the same boat. I mean, no, I want to do this, I want to do this. I know how to do it. But never start. It's like you have a dream and it just flat. Or like a pop, you know, you're drinking a pop and you leave it open and try to go back and drink it maybe a day later. And all you're drinking is a flat pop, no more acid in there, you know. What you doing? You alright? Can't spell your name now? What you eating? Oh, you like an old man eating. Yes, guys. So there are so many things, but I know the two main ideas that I got. Once I put them, I know they can work interchangeable. They can work interchangeable. So that's the good part of it, that they can work interchangeable. Hmm? I can't see that. No, you're running up the light bill. You working? Okay, then close the lip then for a second. You're not working. Everything you turn on costs money. Light don't run by water. Well, you use water, but you don't run by water to pay my bill. Leave it alone. So there is just so many things out there, family, that then yesterday I was googling a machine. I want one of those heavy duty machines. Ah, man, I'm telling you, wow, wow. I like wee woo. I look at the machine yesterday. I said, I need this machine. Machine not for YouTube. It's just a machine that to help also can contribute to one of the ideas that I got. And I was looking at the machine. They have the smaller one, but I was looking at the bigger one because if I'm going to create a product or a business to create something, I have to know who am I going to try to create that business to reach. Who are my target audience? You know what I mean? So, and then I know that product there, everybody would if I know that product would be something that worthwhile, in the healthy division and stuff like that. But then I see the price of the things and I go, oh. I see the price and I just drop. It's like a plant that haven't been watered for a while. I saw the price of the product I was looking at yesterday, and my head just go whoop. I'm like, whoa, setbacks, comebacks, come back, baby, come back. So I dropped one of them in the basket, but just for the future. They say it's good to have ambition, so so let's have the ambition with the creative aspect, because I'm telling you. But I hope everybody is having a beautiful day, and if you understand what I'm talking about, you understand. If you can relate, you can relate. You know what I mean? You can relate in different ways. 'Cause when we say relate, doesn't mean you have to relate to the ideas of that person. Because I never, like I said, exactly what it is. You know. But then if you can relate to say you had that creative a mindset as well, or you have that ability to do stuff with a handy with your hands, or you have the ability to just be on the computer and just do quick or fast. You know what I mean? So you have so many ways to do stuff, or you have the ability to write music, to dance, to create this, to create that. And you're just out there and you're still in that phase like me, contemplating, on what is it exactly that I really need to, what do I call it, to dive deep into. Because you can have so many different route you want to take, but you want that one, what they call it, niche that you would really want to dive into and see how well you can just work with that one niche. That's all we need, just that one solid niche that you can say yes, in the next 15 to 10 years I'll be good. Because all we need in life is to have a set criteria of when we expect things to explode, or to go here or to go there. That's what we need. And sometimes we out there already, and for everybody that is out there and have these businesses out there as well, and you're still contemplating if you should give it up, go back to a 9 to 5, or close it down because things are not going the way. Sometimes all we need, sometimes is just a shift. Sometimes that's all we need, a shift. You know, we realize that, okay, this thing that we had give ourselves like 10, 15 minutes into, And then we realized, okay, because we had put a limit to it, we realized that it's no longer working for us no more because we already put a limit to it. You know, when you put a limit onto something and then you realize it's no longer working, you can't get mad because you put a limit to it. It's like you put a time frame to it. And when you put a time frame to something, that means you barely leave any room for any improvement. So when you realize that things start to plunge, if I don't find a way to come out of that, then I'm gonna hit rock bottom. And then once I hit rock bottom, I'm gonna be there. And if I don't fight to get back up on top, I will still be in the on the rock bottom trying to fumble my way. But because I'm still there with the same strategy, the same technique, the same approach, nothing shift, I'm not gonna get out that easy. Might take me another 10, 15 years to get out. You know what I mean? So I don't wanna keep doing that. You know. Because what's the purpose of God giving me these ideas? And you know, the biggest factor in challenging mine sometimes is the finances. Because some things don't really need a physical location to start. But sometimes you need money. But nowadays there is so many different ways in which you can start something without even costing you too much. Sometimes you just need $120, to draft up what you need to draft up and everything. And I think that is the start we need. That is the start we need. To make a start is the start we need. You know, because even with what's going on in the world, I look at myself and I said, we can't sit too comfortable no more. You can't sit too comfortable no more, because then even people who retire and looking to live comfortable nowadays, they themselves are looking into finding different ways to create different things right now, because they realize that their little funds that are coming in from their hard works over the years of work, if they don't know how to strategize themselves, or how to tap into something else and invest some of that money if they can, then sooner or later some of that money can be run out for them, because anything can happen. Life, unexpected setbacks, so many things can happen. Natural disaster. And with natural disaster now, when it's happening, it's just like a whoo wee. It's just wee out quick and fast, and then all the little plans are now literally put on pause. And then what do we do when those go on pause? That's the question there. What do we do? How do we get out of it? How do we get back in? How do we snap out of this thing that really want us to just be down there and just keep looking down? How do we get back up to look up and continue to look forward? So that's what I'm looking at, family. That's what I'm looking at. Because I know once I get this start, I'm good. It's like a car. You have a car, you don't know if you go start, but once you start, you can drive it. That's how I'm looking at my life. Once you start it, anybody know you have a little car or any little thing. I'm just using this as use this analogy. Because car is a great analogy to use when you're looking at a start. Because sometimes you have a car and you have issues, and you realize that you want to go here, you want to go there, but then the car might not start. But then if you have the hopes and dream of saying, you know what, that car gonna start today, it's gonna start, and then it's gonna get me where I need to go, then you realize that, you know what, all things are possible. And once you start it up, you crank that up, and you realize that, oh yes, then you felt so good. Now you realize you can press gas and go wherever you're going. And the problem is when you get where you're going, I'm here. Get out. Get out. Yes, sorry.
You go to the store and buy them chicken to me.
Hmm?
You go to the store and try Thai chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah.
I must get your fried chicken. You working? How much money you got?
I have money in my piggy bank.
No, your piggy bank money is to save. No, don't look for your saving and go into saving. Don't touch your saving. Your saving is for rainy day, okay?
Really?
Yeah, rainy day. When the rain is falling and you can go outside. That's what the saving is for.
Yeah, you go outside to me when I teach it to you.
It's so funny. Yes, family. So you know that's the way I'm looking at it right now. You know, but once you get the cars to start, you know, you say yes. The only challenge is with using a car as an analogy is that sometimes you get to that destination, and when you get to that destination, you say,
It's money.
"Okay, put back my money. Give it to me." You see, you get little can, you just throw little fat pennies anywhere. You never broke. You broke, but you never broke. You know what I mean? Let me see who's right here. Tracy Local Learning. Hello, hello. How are you? Greetings. Get down, please. Get down. Get down. Get down. I'm not playing with you. He planning to play with me. I'm not playing with him today. But once you get it to the point where you need to get it to, then you worried about turning that car off, you know what I mean? And then when you turn it off, you're like, Lord, please let it start when because I need to get back home, you know. So sometimes that's the roadblock we have in doing stuff, you know, because we're looking at it's like we're looking ahead, but sometimes we just need to look into the moment so we can get those things out the way, you know what I mean? Says, thank you, Shadow Scout Sweden. Greetings to everyone. Greetings, greetings. How is everybody doing today? How is everyone?
Hi.
Yeah. I can't have a cheer. You know, that's the other thing when you have kids, man. You can't have nothing. They tear up everything. You can't have nothing. You know. So it's just so much to think about, you know. But then as I get older, I can't just sit down and just keep thinking. I can keep doing. I can keep running the thinking ability. I gotta think and work. You know, think and do. So it's not like I don't have the capabilities. You know, the capabilities are there.
Mom, I need your help.
You need my who?
Help.
Why would you do all of that?
Let's see what.
Why would you go down there? Thank God you look like a lizard. Because then what if you had stuck in there?
I put my weight in there.
Yeah, but you're going to keep mashing up everything I got. I can't own nothing.
Yeah, I put my weight in there. I put my hair in there. And two.
I can't own nothing in this house to save my life, family. Not a God thing. I'm writing down something just now and I'm thinking about one of my all-time teachers. I'm thinking about one of my all-time teachers. It's so funny. And she no longer alive. But I just think about her. I gotta make a call. It says 9:46. Where you are, Tracy, over there in Canada. I need to come back to Canada too. I never been to Canada in the summertime. I go there in the winter. I've been to Canada in the summer, but it's almost. I'm here. Let me write.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. You who?
Me.
I'm not writing your name. You need to spell your own name.
Help me. The bad is me.
Spell help me. Spell help me.
Bubblegum. Hey, get off my bike.
Hmm?
This is off on the bike. Come on, go. No, back on mud. Yeah, you can get back there. I'm gonna get on my bike.
I'm trying to write down everything because I gotta make a phone call. Yesterday I even forgot I had a meeting at 6 o'clock yesterday because I was not feeling well yesterday. I forgot the meeting yesterday. I totally forgot. That's how life is sometimes, family. It don't work the way you want it. It don't work the way you want it sometimes. You'd be tying up right there. I don't know about that. There's a lady over here gets scammed. This man sweet talk her. Listen, I tell myself, in my old days, when I get older, in my old days, oh, it's 17:48 p.m. here. Oh, okay. So Tracy local and he said Canada has many Providence, all with unique weather. I am in the BC 2 hours from Vancouver. Okay. Oh, okay. I only been to Brompton and Toronto.
Alright, so class is over. I got to tell you something. But last night, I forgot to tell you that we need the Jesus already. So I guess what
I saw it this morning.
I put it on a mirror, hand, head, and he closed his eyes on me too, and the same on my head and my hand.
Oh.
That's why it was still on the decks.
Oh, I'm like, who's that messing with my stuff? Good job. Give me a high five. I'm proud of you. You gotta watch what mommy do so you can learn. Because when I'm not in this world and I say bye-bye no more, I ain't coming back.
Amir thought you would be an angry, but I said no.
No, I wouldn't be angry. As long as you don't spill it. If you spill it now, then maybe I'll be... But you gotta learn, baby. If you know, once you learn what mommy do, you watch what mommy do. Because you're the big one, you're gonna have to take the bottom.
Yeah, because I forgot to tell you about that.
You're a man, you're gonna take the bottom. I don't want you to sit down and say, I wish my mama was here. Don't wish
is there
mama
a way
was
I
here.
can sharpen my
Utilize your mama while she's
Mommy,
here.
can I sharpen my hair?
This lady at her age gets scammed out of her money. People, let me tell you something. When you reach a certain age in life and you have to cross that bridge, or even if you cross that bridge and married before or in love before, and then you happen to be by yourself, at a certain age there should be nothing more you should be worried about. Tony, Caribbean girl Tony, how are you? Greetings. How are you? There should be nothing more you're worried about, my dear. And that's why we have to ask God to take away some things from us when we get older. Because then, if we don't, then we're going to let the world take all the little life saving. And then you're crying about it. Come on. When you reach a certain age in life, certain things that you would be greedy about or worried about, like intimacy and relationship and all these shit. When you get older, please don't let nobody take your money away from you. That's important. Don't let nobody take your money away from you. Go pray to God and ask God for direction and everything. So he could tighten up whatever he need to tighten up, lock whatever he need to lock up, and you enjoy your money. Can you you get old and you talk about he say he gonna marry to you? Sweet talk and paying your bill. And if you have to keep giving people this, and they promise you money, promise to come and marry to you, how do you know they gonna marry to you? And it's all over the internet. People just don't get the memo. You shouldn't be desperate for no love no more. And nothing that, the dilly dally what we've been through all the years of our life, we shouldn't be worried about it now. Don't dilly dally now. Yes, good evening to all. Good evening, Jassy Angel, Homeless Outreach, Tracy Local Learning, everybody. Good evening. I'm good, love. All right, Caribbean girl. You're right, sis. Still listening. Yes, when you get all the people scamming you out your little money, come on now. Your little money? What? Your little money that you work hard for? No love should let you get scammed out your money. I don't care what nobody say. When you're young, that's you're young. But when you get older, you reach a certain point in your life, you should not be worried about intimacy. You should be worried about, you know what? When I was younger, I didn't make the right choice to give my life to God, or I need to get closer to my Lord. Because after you reach a certain age in life, you're just sitting down at the wisdom stage, learning about the wisdom stage where you're waiting for God now to take control of you. So let Him work on you spiritually. Not let mankind work on you. You've been working on yourself all the days of your life. You have kids. You know how life look. You know how all the intimacy look. You have children. You know. Yes, you want to find love, but anything that you have to is like you're buying love. Then come on, no. There is a certain life, is a certain point in your life. You need to start knowing to say, you know what, this don't bother me no more. You gotta tell yourself that certain things don't bother you no more. Because if you let it bother you, then this is when anybody can come into your life and tell you, oh baby, you look so fine. Baby, I'm still swagging, lagging all over these places. They telling me I look so fine. Because I'm old and have money. And then poor me is so desperate for little loving. No. I think we have to start tell our young self when there is a limit. When you realize that if you're married, your partner pass off before you, and you realize that certain things not gonna work for you again, you don't want to go back down the drain of married or anything. Just live your life. Get some, go out there and get all the things that is out there to keep you comfortable. But in your old days now, you're looking for somebody to tell you, I can sweep you off your feet. You've been swept off your feet for years. You don't need no more swept off. What you need is a stable home. Have your money, you can travel on vacation when you want to, wherever you want to go, and all these things. Focus on your dream, focus on your grandkids. Not letting no man or no woman from all over the place tell you, baby, you're so fine, oh so fine. Come on no, ladies, we gotta step up. When you reach a certain evil man, when you reach a certain point in your life, and you realize that if you didn't find love at a certain point, and you realize that what, I think kind of too close up to here. You don't want certain things no more. Don't try to. I wouldn't encourage you to try to let nobody scam you out of money. It don't make no sense, people. You gotta have a cutoff limit in your life. And that's why when you reach certain place in your life, and even female that go through the rubble and the hustle of relationship, even man, and you realize it wasn't working out for you, but you have your children already and everything. Love on your grandkids. Let your grandkids and you take care of them and enjoy yourself and spend your money on them. You know? Brazilian Queen, I have to bounce out. I need to make me some dinner now. I will see you later. God bless you. Thank you so much. Appreciate. All right. Appreciate everyone. Thank you guys so much. Shadow Scout Sweet. Thank you so much. Big shout out to you all. I think Australia, yeah? Big shout out to you and big shout out to everyone around in the Caribbean, everyone in the United States, everyone around the world. Big shout out to every one of you. Wherever you're from, tuning in, whether you're silently in the back. Hello, hello, everybody. Yeah, you are most welcome. Yes, manners, love, and respect. All right. So please, people, don't when you reach certain time in your life, please, certain things shouldn't bother you. And if it gonna bother you, pray to God about it. Because some people are intimacy crazy. So pray to God about these things. Because nothing should bother you at a certain age. Especially if you've been through life, you have your kids, you had a husband before, whether you're divorced or anything. You walk down all those aisles before you know what it look like. At your age, at an old age, intimacy shouldn't be a factor for you not to let people take from you. You know what I mean? Someone taking out of a whole of almost $6,000. That's when you're young people. Not when you get old. When you're older, they say you're supposed to be wiser, not older and not wise. You know, because even with me right now, I'm living with my children, and the way I'm looking at life right now, if I should find somebody right now to be around, I want them to have their own place. I have my own place. Because by the end of the day, I got two boys and I want me and you and my boys to collide because I'm going to choose my children. I'm going to choose my children. So I'm sorry for you. I will choose my children. You understand? So you have your own place. I have my own place. We get mad right here. Okay, where's your apartment? We can go there or whatever and chill and get over. That's, what I mean? But have your own place because I got two kids. You ain't coming in here. Go sit down and take no space and then want to rude to my children. No. Blessings to everyone. Impossible your way. Yes, blessings to everyone. So certain things we got to draw the limit. And when you get old, if I'm in my, let me see. If I should live to see, say, 70, there is no way, no boy or no man go sweet talk me for me to send you all my money. Unless God put another brain inside of my head. Unless he give me another brain. No way. After I've been through the rubble. And that's why you see when you go through so much in life, you've been through relationships and you realize nothing work. When you want something to work is for you to start to challenge yourself to see how long you can last with all that. And if you can last long enough without no intimacy or anything, and then you don't stress about anything, then in your old days you should challenge yourself as well with that. Because anybody can take you off your feet. Whoops! I sweep you off your feet, baby. No, baby, when I get old, I'm holding the stick. My leg, my arms wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. I don't need your pump. I already get enough pump. I don't need your pump at that age, please. You will not be looking at me. If I need somebody to talk to, I can always engage with my friends, my family, and whosoever around me. But at this age, I don't need to be swept out my bank account for love. For love, at my age. If I'm that age, come on, ladies. Come on. Know your worth in life. You've been through it already. You've been through the hills. You've been through the valleys. Don't get old and because you're so thirsty for love. You walk down the aisle. Even if you never walk down the aisle, you've been through all the male, the mans, the boys, the girls, male and female. There's no need for you to worry about nothing when you reach a certain age. Relax and act and do the work of God that you weren't doing when you were younger. You were out there young, wild and free. Now you get old, you're supposed to get older and wiser. Start a charity foundation or give back if you don't want to do all the hustle. You know what I mean? So give back, donate or something. You're donating money to a man telling you he have some construction money and he have enough money to take care of you. Come on now. When do we get to this point where we so thirsty for love? And you see, that's the thing, when we're young, we don't tell ourselves certain things that when we get older, we're not going to do. We're still in that young phase. And that's what get a lot of us. We're in that young phase same way. And we're not perfect. But if you're still thirsty for love, at a certain age, anything liable to sweep you off your feet. You probably go in the ocean and the shark just come and try to sweep you too. And if you don't fight back, what's going to happen? because you're looking for love in the wrong place. We gotta fight, man. You know, you're not that thirsty no more. Look on, yeah, your grandchildren. Some of us we have grandchildren, and well said, Tracy. Local learning. Thank you. You know, some of us we have grandchildren, and we weren't the best parents with our children. Take that time to be the best person you can be with the grandchildren. Make a difference in their life. Talk with them. Certain age, you should not be thirsty. I think for me, thirst should be stopping at what age thirst should stop. Let me see. This is a tough one because some people blossom late. That's another thing you gotta understand too. People who blossom late, in terms of a lot of things, then their thirst go a little bit longer. Extension. They have, you know. But I think I'll probably have cut off line at maybe 65 retire. What is the age of retirement? Comment what is the age of retirement in your country. I think in America the age of retirement is what, 65? That's when you retire everything. Have fun now. Go beach. Give God honors and praise wherever you live. Retire. Same way with retirement age, you need to retire something, some part of your body to retire it. You need to write it off. That means therefore you're not looking for love more. You just, even if you're looking for companionship, you're just looking for people that you can hang out with. There are so many types of people out there that you can go hang out with. Not somebody gonna sweep you off your feet, take all the little money, and then next thing you're crying. Retire. Some things need to be retired. When you reach a certain age, 65, retire. Retire if you're at 65. You know, especially if you live alone and you don't have your husband. If you have your husband or your boyfriend and you and them live all together, that's different. But if you live alone and you see that you've been through relationship and boy, you've been through it and it didn't work for you in no shape, form or the other. It did not work for you. You just passed through, taxi driver. One already, two and move, you just happen. And you realize it didn't work for you. When you reach a certain age, no, just retire. Take your hat off, put it out. I'm done. Where's my grandbabies? Send them over. So your daughter or your son can go work and they don't have to worry about paying somebody to take care of the kids because they have loving grandmamas, they have loving grandma or whatever. You know, so that way your mind is not strained. Because when you live by yourself, your mind will stray to a lot of stuff. And if you don't sharpen that mind to be mentally prepared and mentally tough, and tell yourself what you don't want. When you reach a certain age, you gotta tell yourself that, hey, listen, I don't want nobody to hustle me. I don't want nobody to rocka me, whatever you call it. You don't want nobody to hustle your body. You don't want nobody to move me like a moving part. You don't want nobody to put you back in a zone where you've been through the stress before. You know what stress look like. You've been through the love relationship and it didn't work. You know what? None of that things in your life have to retire. You know, you gotta retire. And that's one thing too, you gotta know your body. You know, you got to know your body. Know the kind of person you are. Because if you're one of those person who is like you can't see Harry over here and relax, then you don't need Harry around you. Clearly you need to challenge it. You don't need Harry around you. If you realize that you're one of those person, because everybody body won't build the same. Some people are their body built with metal. No matter what you're not, it's metal. And then you have some people body is like sponge. It absorb everything. Soak up. You don't care. Every stop, you stop. You know, you collect everything. And then you get hurt up and hurt up and hurt up. And when you reach a certain age, that should be a cutoff limit. Done deal. Seal and deliver. You know? And I think we got to start put that in our mind frame when we reach a certain age to say, what age do we really want to start focus on intimacy? What age do we, especially if you're single, if you're a wife or husband live together or so, this is not for you. But for the people who are single and can easily swept away and then people take you advantage of you or anything, you know, you have to cut that limit off. So therefore nothing bother you now. You gotta pray to God about these things. Because I believe when we pray, he answered prayer. You say, God, I don't want anybody around me because I don't want nobody to take me because I'm in that stage where I'm by myself. I'm more vulnerable than anybody else that live with somebody. Or you don't want people to take advantage of you. And then they might be telling you the things that maybe when you were younger too, nobody ever said to you. They could say, baby, I could fly you like with a jet over across the ocean and all this. And you looking back, so when you were young, nobody wanted to fly you here or there. You will fall for these things. And then when you fall for it, now you realize, oh, you swept me off my feet now, baby. Now I'm back home hurt. No. Certain age we should retire. If we're single ladies out there, you'll reach a certain age in your life, please retire. So your money can stay in your account. Travel the world so you won't have to worry about intimacy. Travel the world because you've been through it, man. You have kids. So you know what intimacy look like when you have children. If you're married before and your spouse gone, or even if they're not dead, but they move on to somebody else, they park you and move on to somebody, that's fine. You know what? Retire. There is a retirement age for some things, please. Enjoy your life. Grab your grandkids, cook, volunteer, take your mind off of some stuff, grab you some ice cream. They have several things to take our mind off stuff. Yes, Tracy Local Learning, it's a great conversation. Thank you for being here, Resilient Queen. Light and love to all. I am off to clean the chicken coop. Yes, Tracy Local Learning. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go too. I couldn't even see up top there. You know, but this is what I'm gonna leave with everybody. And just retire when you reach a certain age, please. There's no more scamming with your money. You tell everybody, I'm gonna retire. If you're single and by yourself, start have a limit when you won't have to think about certain things. Intimacy. Because when you start to think about intimacy, anybody can tell you, hey, we have a date tonight. And they can show up for the date and everything. And then after they realize that you're one of those little wealthy little creatures now, or so they start take advantage of you. What you gonna do? Just sit there with sweet love? And then you are being dragged out of your money? That's when you're young. 65, cut it off. Cut it off if you're single. 65, cut it off. All right, family, we ain't gonna stay any longer. But don't be fooled. You're getting older, ladies. Take control of yourself. Give the last part of you to God. Because mankind, we give all of us to God, to mankind. Give the rest to God. If in your older days you have to focus on Lord, this is the time to focus. You're at the wisdom stage. Focus on Him so He can direct your path. There should be no need for you to worry about looking for no other man or whatever. If you weren't married and have a husband, then just stay the way you are until God can take you home. Wisdom stage you are. We don't need to worry about nothing. Huh? Let God order our step. Until then, family, I want to say peace out and thank you to everyone who supported. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for everything. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. And for all the elderly ladies out there, have a cut-off limit if you're single. Cut-off limit, all right? So you don't get scam out your money. Make no sense, all right? Until then, and for the mans too, have a cut-off limit. Put your life to God now. When you cut that part up, put your life to God. He will direct you, all right? He won't make you feel nothing more than you're not supposed to. But if you're living the confused life, then yes, you won't still have it. But anyway, family, we go. So have a good day, family. Bye. Thank you all so much, all right?